Have you ever found yourself caught in the whirlwind of life, longing for something more meaningful yet feeling trapped by the noise and distractions surrounding you? Perhaps you've felt the pang of disappointment when comparing your journey to others, wondering why success seems to elude you while others thrive. In moments of reflection, we must confront our inner struggles. What dreams lie dormant within you, stifled by self-doubt or the relentless pursuit of external validation? The essence of a truly fulfilled life is not found in the chaotic rush towards superficial goals, but in the quiet, intentional actions we take every day. Imagine the most successful and joyful version of yourself. What does that life truly look like? It's not likely filled with empty accolades or extravagant displays designed to impress others. Instead, it is built on a foundation of inner peace, forged through consistent, mindful choices that align with your true values and desires. As you navigate the complexities of your inner world, remember that each small, purposeful action contributes to a greater vision, a life rich with meaning and fulfillment. This is the heart of authentic success. When we embrace the process of self-improvement, block by block, day by day, we can cultivate a life that reflects our deepest aspirations. It's in these quieter moments of introspection, away from the spotlight, that we discover the strength to dismantle the barriers that hold us back. I invite you to stay with me as we delve into the transformative power of this journey. Together, we will explore how to reclaim your narrative, to let go of societal expectations, and to build a life rooted in authenticity and passion. If this message resonates with you, I encourage you to like and share your thoughts in the comments. Your journey matters, and by engaging with this community, we can support one another in our quest for genuine fulfillment. Remember, the life you desire is within reach, waiting for you to take those first courageous steps toward it. Can I get a God is great from you? In a world that thrives on the superficiality of fame and glamour, it is all too easy to be swept away by the tides of social media, where influencers showcase their seemingly perfect lives. Yet, as C.S. Lewis poignantly notes, we are what we believe we are. A reminder that our true worth does not lie in the eyes of the public, but in the quiet moments of personal growth and self-discovery. Have you ever found yourself in the relentless chase for external validation, feeling more like a performer on a stage than the author of your own story? The reality is that the most profound progress often occurs in the shadows, away from the spotlight, where we cultivate our inner selves and strive for fulfillment beyond the applause. Rather than seeking to impress others, consider this: what if the most genuine achievements are those you pursue for your own sake? The essence of an extraordinary life is not in the accolades you garner, but in the silent dedication to becoming the best version of yourself. This journey requires us to tune out the clamor of societal expectations and the critics who weigh heavily on our spirits. Instead, we must focus our energy inward, crafting our existence step by step in solitude until one day we awaken to the realization that we are the architects of our own lives. Reflecting on my own experiences in my 20s and 30s, I recognized the profound struggle of comparing my journey to others. It was a cycle of discouragement. Promotions and milestones seemed to pass me by, leaving me feeling like a mere spectator in my own life. In the frantic attempt to keep up, I sacrificed my well-being, believing that hustle was the only way to achieve success. C.S. Lewis reminds us that pain often leads to enlightenment, and it was a health scare in my late 30s that forced me to confront a sobering truth: my fixation on external success had overshadowed my most vital asset, my health and inner peace.
Have you ever experienced a moment that made you reassess what truly matters? I learned that winning the rat race meant little if I felt empty inside. The most meaningful victories are not marked by the number of followers or accolades received, but by the depth of connection we foster with ourselves and the world around us. As we navigate our journeys, let us embrace the quiet, the unseen battles fought daily, and the personal growth that often goes unnoticed. By nurturing our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being, we can transcend the superficial measures of success and discover a life rich with purpose and fulfillment.
In the journey of life, I made a transformative decision that reshaped my existence entirely. I consciously chose to silence the cacophony around me, shedding the endless distractions that clouded my mind. The incessant scrolling through social media, comparing my daily life to the curated highlight reels of others, became a practice of the past. I no longer felt the need to stay late at work merely to appear committed. Instead, I reclaimed my time to nurture my hobbies, health, and relationships. Initially, it felt as though I was regressing. My achievements felt diminished without the accolades to validate them. Yet, in that quietude, something extraordinary unfolded. I discovered a profound happiness and lightness I hadn't experienced in years. By dedicating time to reflection and pursuing passions that truly mattered to me, I rekindled a zest for life that had long been dormant. Shifting my focus from mere metrics of success to the meaning behind my work reignited my love for my career. In deepening connections with loved ones, I unearthed a joy that far surpassed any trophy or recognition I had once sought. I learned that genuine success isn't about the applause of the world. It blossoms from creating fulfillment within myself. This brings me to a vital lesson drawn from the teachings of C.S. Lewis, who said, "You can make anything by writing," implying that we hold the power to narrate our own stories. This principle resonates deeply when it comes to defining our lives. To build a life that resonates with our true selves, we must craft our own rules instead of adhering to society's expectations. How often do we find ourselves in the relentless pursuit of trophies and titles, convinced these symbols of success are what we should desire? Take a moment to reflect. What does a deeply satisfying and purposeful life mean to you? Perhaps it involves savoring more time in nature, witnessing your children blossom into remarkable individuals, or contributing to causes that elevate the world around you. Let that vision serve as your guiding star. It matters not if your path diverges from that of your peers. What truly counts is that it ignites a passion within your soul. A poignant illustration of this transformation is embodied in the story of a dear friend. For years, he devoted himself to ascending the corporate ladder, only to find himself on the brink of burnout. His career, once a source of pride, became a hollow pursuit. In his 30s, he bravely chose to redefine success according to his values. Leaving behind a lucrative position, he founded a nonprofit dedicated to teaching underprivileged children the art of coding. He embraced a more modest lifestyle, prioritizing volunteering and family time over material gains. On the surface, it may have seemed he was relinquishing success, yet in truth, he was embracing an authentic life aligned with his passions and values. His journey serves as a reminder that honoring our true selves and living according to our unique definitions of fulfillment is infinitely more rewarding than the allure of flashy titles or extravagant lifestyles. In this quest for personal meaning, we might ask ourselves, are we genuinely pursuing the lives we desire, or merely living out the expectations imposed by others? By taking a step back and examining our values, we can cultivate a life rich in purpose and authenticity. Just as Lewis encourages us to embrace creativity in writing, we too can weave a narrative that reflects our inner truth and leads to a fulfilling existence. Ultimately, as we redefine success on our own terms, we not only enrich our lives but also inspire others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and fulfillment. In a world saturated with noise and expectations, daring to step away from the crowd can feel like an act of rebellion. C.S. Lewis poignantly remarked, "You can make anything by writing," suggesting that the act of creation, be it through words or actions, allows us to shape our own existence. When you break free from societal norms and embark on a journey crafted by your values and desires, you awaken a profound sense of purpose. How often do we chase goals dictated by others, only to find them empty? When you realign your decisions with what truly brings you joy and meaning, you liberate a wealth of mental energy that was previously consumed by the relentless pursuit of approval. This liberation doesn't negate ambition, rather, it fuels it. Imagine cultivating your dreams not for accolades, but for the intrinsic joy that accompanies mastery and progress. Lewis reminds us that courage, j.r.r, is often necessary in the face of doubt and uncertainty. As you navigate your path, consider how much of your energy is spent striving for validation versus genuine fulfillment. What if the journey itself, the gradual improvement, the quiet victories holds more significance than the accolades at the finish line. Embracing this philosophy allows for a deeper appreciation of slow, steady growth. In today's culture, which idolizes rapid success, it's vital to remember that lasting accomplishments are rarely the result of overnight efforts. Instead, they are the fruits of consistent, dedicated work, often unseen by the world. Take the bamboo tree as a metaphor for your journey. For years, it appears stagnant, developing an intricate root system beneath the surface. Those who observe might perceive it as a failure, yet it is quietly preparing for an extraordinary transformation. Then, after years of silent diligence, it can shoot up 80 feet in mere weeks. Allow your progress to mirror this principle. Trust that every small step contributes to a robust foundation for your future. Embrace the notion of loving the process rather than fixating solely on an end goal. Commit to daily habits that may seem insignificant but will eventually lead to profound shifts. With unwavering determination, pursue your aspirations, even when the advancements feel minuscule. Let go of the compulsion for constant approval from others, and instead focus on establishing deep roots in your convictions. When your foundation is solid, your growth will resonate far beyond your immediate surroundings, inviting others to witness the remarkable journey of your life. In the quiet moments of our journey, there is a profound liberation found in embracing the labor of obscurity. Much like the artisans who create masterpieces away from the public eye, we too can delve into our passions without the weight of judgment pressing down on us. In the words of C.S. Lewis, "You can make anything by writing," reminding us that our inner worlds are ripe with potential, waiting to be sculpted into something meaningful. This freedom allows us to experiment boldly, make missteps, and pivot toward paths that resonate with our true selves, far removed from the scrutiny of those who may not understand our vision. Have you ever felt the burden of external expectations, where your dreams seem to dim under the bright lights of others' opinions? In nurturing our aspirations away from prying eyes, we provide them the space to grow robust enough to withstand the inevitable criticisms that may come. This journey, built in silence, transforms our motivations from fleeting validation to a steadfast commitment to our craft. In this cocoon of solitude, we tap into wellsprings of creativity, resilience, and resourcefulness, igniting our passions with the fire of intrinsic motivation. The challenges we face in this solitary grind become our greatest teachers, enriching our resolve rather than derailing our efforts. When we stand firm in our purpose, the opinions of naysayers diminish, losing their capacity to wound. Have you noticed how the loudest voices often belong to those who have never ventured into the depths of commitment and discipline? Some of the most remarkable individuals are those who embody this humble persistence, contributing quietly yet significantly to their communities and workplaces. Consider the example of Jenna, a colleague whose productivity is unparalleled, yet she remains largely unnoticed. Like the unsung heroes of Lewis's narratives, she does not seek the limelight. Instead, she dedicates herself to her projects with unwavering focus. Her presence in meetings is subtle, often manifesting in thoughtful questions and innovative solutions that illuminate the path forward. Isn't it inspiring to witness such dedication, where the drive to excel supersedes the need for recognition? As we reflect on our journeys, let us embrace the quiet yet powerful work that shapes our lives. In this space, we are free to cultivate our skills, nurture our dreams, and forge connections that inspire us to reach new heights. C.S. Lewis poignantly captures this essence in his exploration of faith and perseverance, encouraging us to find strength in our commitments and to understand that true greatness often lies hidden beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to shine. How might your own journey reflect this truth? What can you discover about yourself when you choose to labor in the quiet, away from the noise of the world? In the journey of personal growth and professional achievement, one often encounters the story of individuals like Jenna, whose quiet perseverance and dedication illuminate the path to success. For years, she found herself in the shadows, overlooked for promotions, while her more vocal colleagues clamored for attention. Yet, like a steadfast lighthouse guiding ships through turbulent seas, her undeniable competence began to shine through, catching the eyes of her leaders. As C.S. Lewis once articulated, you can make anything by writing, which speaks to the idea that our actions and results can create a narrative that speaks volumes without the need for self-promotion. Have you ever felt the weight of being unheard, overshadowed by louder voices, while knowing deep down that your work holds immense value? Jenna's journey resonates with the essence of true leadership, one that prioritizes substance over focus on making a lasting impact that stems from your own internal scorecard. As Lewis highlighted in his reflections on character, true worth is often found in the unseen struggles and efforts we put forth daily. By allowing your results to articulate your story, you build a reputation founded on trust and respect, derived from the tangible experiences others have with your work. Shallow accolades pale in comparison to the profound satisfaction that arises from knowing you have offered your utmost where it truly matters. Building in silence does not imply neglecting the celebration of your victories or dismissing the pride that accompanies hard-won accomplishments. Instead, it invites you to detach your self-worth from external validation and remain steadfastly focused on your personal growth and contributions. This unwavering dedication will inevitably attract the right opportunities at the right time, aligning with your purpose and values. Reflect on the slow, often arduous journey of self-mastery. Each day spent refining your skills and serving others without expectation is a step toward genuine fulfillment. When you measure your success against your potential rather than against the noise of competition, you foster a profound sense of resilience. Trusting in the process, even when progress appears painstakingly gradual, embodies the essence of faith and perseverance. Building your life in silence is, therefore, not merely a tactic but a profound commitment to self-mastery and the principle of delayed gratification. Like Jenna, your journey may be quiet, but the echoes of your results will resonate loudly, leaving an indelible mark on those you encounter. In a world consumed by the allure of instant gratification, the journey of faith requires us to invest in our future selves with a profound understanding that the fruits of our labor may not be visible for some time. This commitment is about making choices that resonate with our core values, prioritizing what is right over what merely appears appealing. It echoes C.S. Lewis's sentiment that courage, dear heart, is essential in navigating the complexities of life, reminding us to trust the process even when the path seems arduous. Are we willing to endure the grind, recognizing that the journey is just as significant as the destination?
As we immerse ourselves in this journey, we may find ourselves crafting a remarkable narrative, one characterized by a career built on integrity, relationship.
How often do we overlook the power of these gradual advancements? C.S. Lewis wisely noted that you can make anything by writing, suggesting that we, too, can shape our existence through intention and perseverance. Thus, let us define success on our own terms, knowing that your achievements are reflections of your commitment to excellence. C.S. Lewis once observed, "Integrity is doing the right thing." Even when no one is watching, this poignant truth echoes the sentiment that the most significant accomplishments arise not from the desire for validation, but from an inner resolve to do what is right. Today, I urge you to embrace the community of quiet builders, those steadfast individuals laboring away in the shadows, who understand that true fulfillment comes not from the accolades of the world, but from the silent conviction that you have given everything to your craft. Reflect on the moments when you felt isolated in your pursuit. Remember, even in solitude, you are surrounded by a legacy of trailblazers, innovators, and visionaries who forged their paths through unwavering discipline and persistence. History teaches us that the most influential figures often toiled away in obscurity, honing their skills and nurturing their dreams without the need for immediate applause.
Consider how the mightiest structures stand upon the most profound foundations, and the most brilliant stars are those that took time to emerge from the darkness. In your journey, recognize that while the path may seem lonely at times, you are never truly alone. You share this space with countless others who have walked similar roads, determined to turn their visions into reality. Each struggle, each moment of doubt, is a testament to your character and resilience. Allow these experiences to shape you, and trust that your commitment to growth will illuminate your way forward. Let us celebrate the quiet, persistent spirit within us, knowing that our dedication and authenticity will ultimately pave the way for the recognition and rewards we seek, both from ourselves and the world around us.
In the quiet corners of our lives, where the clamor of external expectations fades, we often discover the profound power of silence and dedication. Just as C.S. Lewis articulated in his reflections on virtue and humility, true greatness lies not in the loud proclamations of achievement, but in the steadfast commitment to one's purpose. You cannot make the world a better place without making yourself a better person, he once said. This insight compels us to consider how often do we chase validation from the world instead of nurturing our intrinsic worth. When we dedicate ourselves to building our lives away from the spotlight, we cultivate a legacy that resonates far deeper than fleeting fame. Our influence is shaped not by public accolades but by the quiet strength we embody, leaving a lasting impression on those around us through acts of love and service. As we mold ourselves into individuals of character, we become exemplars of inspiration, elevating others through our mere presence. Can you reflect on a time when you felt empowered by someone's humble example? That is the essence of impactful living. In a culture that often prioritizes visibility over authenticity, mastering the art of silent perseverance becomes a powerful antidote to the chaos. This journey requires unwavering focus on what truly matters, steering clear of distractions that seek to undermine our convictions. When we embrace this inner clarity, we align with our true purpose, unfazed by the noise that surrounds us. What unique gifts do you bring to this world, and how can you amplify them through consistent action? It's essential to remember that your dreams do not thrive in the glaring light of public attention, but in the serene dedication to your path. Each day spent in pursuit of personal excellence is a step toward realizing a meaningful existence, free from the shackles of comparison. Lewis emphasized the importance of integrity, stating, "Integrity is doing the right thing." Even when no one is watching, this serves as a reminder that our daily choices, rooted in intention and purpose, are the building blocks of a fulfilled life. Embrace the understanding that external success alone cannot fill the void of inner discontent. True fulfillment emerges when we honor our authentic selves and reject the notion that we must dim our light to fit into societal molds. You were born to shine, to stand out, not merely to blend in with the crowd. From this moment on, pledge to be one of the quiet architects of change, the humble artisans dedicated to their craft. These are the individuals who understand that a remarkable legacy is crafted through consistent character, meaningful contributions, and the courage to pursue long-lasting impact over fleeting pleasures. They exchange the lure of instant gratification for the joy of shaping their destinies with purpose. The real prize lies not in the accolades we might receive, but in the transformation we undergo throughout our journey. As you navigate your path, reflect on these profound truths. Are you prioritizing the spotlight, or are you investing in the stillness of your inner growth? Embrace the power of your silent dedication, and remember that the journey to becoming your best self is a worthy pursuit, one that requires no external applause, only the quiet assurance of your unwavering commitment. In the journey of life, true fulfillment arises not from relentless pursuit but from embracing the essence of who we are. C.S. Lewis, in his profound reflections, often emphasized that you can make anything by writing. This sentiment resonates deeply when we consider that our experiences shape our inner narrative. When we prioritize living authentically, we find that achievements become mere byproducts of a life well lived, rather than the ultimate goal. What if we began to view success not through the lens of accolades, but through the quiet moments that resonate with our spirit? As we reflect on this, we may realize that the need for external validation fades, revealing that the only approval that truly matters comes from within. It is liberating to understand that the approval we seek from others is often a fleeting illusion. Instead, let us focus on the unwavering peace that comes from aligning with our core values and embodying our highest selves. Can you recall a moment when you felt completely at peace with your choices? Such moments remind us that we are not merely chasing after success, we are living it in every decision, every interaction, and every quiet choice we make. In this light, I challenge you to resist the lure of shortcuts and the dazzling allure of immediate recognition. Consider instead the path of consistency and authenticity, where true authority is earned through steadfast dedication rather than fleeting fame. C.S. Lewis wrote, "Courage, dear heart, a reminder that our journey may not always be illuminated by applause, but it is illuminated by purpose. As you forge ahead, embrace the anonymity that often accompanies meaningful work, recognizing that this period of preparation is integral to your growth." How do you define success in your life? Is it simply the approval of others, or does it resonate deeper within your soul? Success should be a reflection of your values and aspirations, not merely a metric of public acclaim. Measure yourself against your own infinite potential and commit to the everyday process of becoming your best self. In doing so, you will find that the fulfillment you yearn for is not hidden away at some distant finish line. It is present in each moment you choose to show up with authenticity and excellence. Each quiet choice you make sends ripples of influence into the world, touching lives in ways you may never fully comprehend. Embrace this truth and watch as the seeds of your dedication blossom into a rich harvest of meaningful achievements. In the journey of life, have you ever paused to reflect on the profound impact of your choices? As C.S. Lewis beautifully articulated, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. This sentiment encapsulates the essence of building a life rich in purpose and fulfillment. Imagine crafting a reality so harmonious and joyous that its foundation rests solely on your unwavering dedication and belief. Such a life is not merely a collection of accomplishments, it embodies the strength of your character and integrity, traits that can never be stripped away. What would it look like to cultivate a life that radiates with meaning, one that can withstand the trials and tribulations of existence? It starts in the quiet moments of our daily lives, where the seeds of intention are sown. The power to shape your destiny lies within you, igniting a flame of vision, resilience, and determination. Consider how every decision you make serves as a building block, contributing to the magnificent structure of your dreams. C.S. Lewis once remarked, "Courage, dear heart," in these simple words. He urges us to summon our inner strength and pursue our aspirations without fear. You possess the unique ability to define what is truly significant to you, and it is this very choice that can act as the architect of your existence. In the stillness of today, take a moment to envision the life you desire. Embrace the challenge of crafting that life, knowing that with each choice made from a place of conviction, you are forging an unbreakable bond with your true self. So, what will you choose today? Will you allow your dreams to flourish, or will you let the noise of the world drown out your inner voice? The journey of self-discovery is ongoing, filled with moments of clarity that guide you towards your authentic path. By fostering a life centered on your values and aspirations, you are not just building a legacy, you are creating a sanctuary where joy and purpose thrive, all born from your steadfast commitment to live a meaningful life. As you take these steps, remember the power to create lies within you, waiting to be unleashed with every thoughtful choice you make. In the quiet moments of our lives, when we find ourselves yearning for something more profound, we must heed the call to act with courage and conviction. C.S. Lewis once remarked, "Courage, dear heart." This simple yet powerful exhortation invites us to embrace our commitment to personal growth with both bravery and sincerity. Are you ready to step boldly into your journey? Not merely as a series of impressive milestones, but as a daily practice of faithfulness and integrity. The life you envision is not crafted from sporadic bursts of brilliance, but rather through a steadfast dedication to self-improvement, one day at a time. As you set your sights high, let your moral compass guide you toward a life rich in meaning rather than one fixated on fleeting metrics. Lewis reminds us that the world is a great sculptor's studio, and each choice we make chips away at the stone of our character. Are you pursuing true mastery in your craft, or are you allowing the applause of others to dictate your worth? Strive instead for intimacy with your passions, understanding that a fulfilling life emerges not from external validation, but from the authenticity of your efforts and intentions. Let this journey be a testament to the belief that playing small serves no purpose. Your existence is meant to be a formidable force for good. Reflect on the impact of your actions. What legacy do you wish to leave behind? Remember, it is not the accolades you collect that define you, but the hearts you inspire and the lives you touch along the way. In the end, the depth of your legacy will resonate far beyond personal achievements, echoing through the stories and experiences of those you encounter. Choose to build a life that not only uplifts your spirit, but also transforms the world around you, nurturing a community enriched by the love and grace you share. You can make anything by writing, C.S. Lewis once observed, reminding us of the profound power we hold over our narratives. Have you ever stood at a crossroads, grappling with a decision that feels monumental, perhaps even overwhelming? Whether it's a career choice, a relationship dilemma, or a personal quandary, these moments can feel like a heavy weight pressing down on your heart, igniting a whirlwind of doubt and fear. As you ponder the potential outcomes, do you find yourself paralyzed, haunted by the fear of making the wrong choice? The truth is, it's perfectly natural to feel this way. We all yearn for clarity in our decisions, especially when the stakes feel uncomfortably high. In these pivotal junctures of life, when the future seems shrouded in uncertainty, we often confront our deepest anxieties and desires. You may long for affirmation, for a sense of security that your choice will lead you to fulfillment and joy. However, it's in this turmoil that you can discover an incredible opportunity for growth and self-discovery. What if I told you that amidst the chaos, there exists a path toward clarity, confidence, and conviction? By tapping into your inner wisdom and aligning with your deepest values, you can approach these significant decisions with a sense of empowerment that transcends fear. Let's take a moment to reflect. What are your core values? What desires stir within you? And what dreams have you set aside in pursuit of societal approval or expectations? Often, we find ourselves ensnared in the web of external influences, prioritizing the opinions of others over our own intrinsic truths. In doing so, we may inadvertently silence the voice of our authentic selves, leading to a profound sense of disconnection and unfulfillment. It's time to reclaim that voice and let it guide you toward decisions that resonate with who you truly are. In this speech, we will explore the art and science of decision-making, diving deep into the principles and practices that can help you navigate uncertainty with grace. Together, we will uncover effective strategies to quiet the clamor of external pressures and expectations, tuning instead into the whisper of your inner guidance. Imagine the liberation of making choices that reflect your true essence, free from the burdens of others' expectations. We'll examine common pitfalls that often trap us, such as analysis paralysis, where the overwhelming array of options leads to stagnation. Have you experienced moments where the desire to choose perfectly halts your progress altogether? We'll also discuss the tendency to please others, a trap that may leave you feeling empty and resentful. In contrast, embracing the strength of your convictions can foster a sense of empowerment that propels you forward. You'll learn practical tools and frameworks to weigh options, consider consequences, and make trade-offs that honor your unique needs, goals, and values. As we embark on this journey together, I invite you to stay present and engaged. Reflect on the emotions that arise as we discuss these concepts. Allow yourself to feel the weight of your desires and the yearning for authenticity. If this message resonates with you, please share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters in this collective exploration of self-discovery and personal growth. In these discussions, remember that every choice is not just a fork in the road, but a step towards understanding your truest self. As we dive deeper, I hope you feel inspired to unlock the doors to your inner compass, embrace your authentic truth, and learn to make decisions from a place of power, purpose, and possibility. Let's move forward together, discovering the beauty of decision-making as a transformative journey rather than a burdensome obligation. Your path awaits, and it's time to embrace it with courage and conviction. Can I get a shout of praise from you? In the intricate tapestry of life, each of us is called to navigate a journey that often feels overwhelming and uncertain. Yet, amid this complexity, we are invited to cultivate a radical trust in ourselves and our innate abilities to face challenges with wisdom, resilience, and grace. As C.S. Lewis eloquently noted, You come to know the strength of your own faith when you are faced with the storm. This quote serves as a poignant reminder that even when the winds of change blow fiercely around us, we possess within us a profound reservoir of understanding, waiting to guide us toward our highest calling. Are you grappling with a significant decision or yearning for more clarity and confidence in your choices? This message is crafted specifically for you, encouraging you to unlock the compass of your inner self, embrace your authentic truth, and empower your decision-making from a place of purpose and possibility. At the core of effective decision-making lies self-awareness, a profound understanding of who we are and what we truly value. But how often do we pause to reflect on our own thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and motivations? This introspection is crucial for aligning our choices with our deepest desires. In a world inundated with noise, distractions, and external pressures, tuning into our inner voice becomes an act of bravery. From childhood, many of us have been conditioned to seek validation and direction from others, often sidelining our intrinsic wisdom. Have you noticed how easy it is to lose sight of your own values amid the clamor of societal expectations? Lewis's insights remind us that our true strength lies not in conforming to others' opinions, but in embracing our unique identities and motivations. As we cultivate this self-awareness, we can better navigate life's complexities and make decisions that resonate with our authentic selves. Imagine standing at a crossroads, unsure which path to take. Do you hear the echoes of doubt and fear, or can you listen to the quiet confidence of your heart? By fostering self-awareness, we not only honor our thoughts and feelings, but also empower ourselves to break free from the chains of external validation. As we learn to prioritize our inner voice, we transform our decision-making process into a powerful act of self-affirmation. What possibilities arise when we trust ourselves to choose wisely? Through this lens of self-awareness, we can view challenges as opportunities for growth and embrace the journey toward our highest purpose with renewed vigor and clarity. So let us embark on this transformative path, drawing inspiration from C.S. Lewis and the depths of our own souls, to navigate life's challenges with grace and authenticity. In the hustle of everyday life, many of us find ourselves merely coasting along, making choices that reflect societal expectations rather than the true desires of our hearts. This journey can lead to a profound sense of emptiness as we chase dreams that seem to sparkle from afar yet fail to align with our authentic selves. Have you ever paused to consider why certain goals resonate so deeply while others leave you feeling hollow? C.S. Lewis, in his insightful reflections, reminds us that you can make anything by writing. This powerful truth highlights our capacity to shape our narratives, encouraging us to craft a life that genuinely reflects our inner selves rather than simply following a prescribed path. The first step toward making meaningful choices is to nurture a sincere relationship with yourself. This process involves dedicating time to introspection, allowing for moments of reflection that lead to genuine self-discovery. What patterns do you notice in your life? What strengths have you yet to acknowledge, and what areas need nurturing? Engaging with these questions can illuminate the aspects of your identity that yearn for recognition. In a world often filled with noise and distraction, finding quiet moments to connect with your thoughts is essential for understanding your motivations. Mindfulness serves as a profound tool for enhancing self-awareness. Through the practice of observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment, you begin to uncover the underlying beliefs that shape your experiences. Are there moments when fear or the desire to please others dictate your choices? By recognizing these influences, you can start to align more closely with your true values and desires. Lewis spoke about the importance of introspection when he wrote, "The great thing to remember is that, though our feelings come and go, God's love for us does not." This poignant reminder invites us to separate our fluctuating emotions from the steadfast love that grounds us. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in this journey of self-discovery. It empowers us to acknowledge and manage our feelings while fostering empathy for others. When we ignore our emotions or react impulsively, we often make choices that may offer immediate satisfaction but ultimately lead to long-term dissatisfaction. Can you recall a time when a hasty decision brought regret? By cultivating emotional intelligence, we equip ourselves to navigate discomfort, uncertainty, and vulnerability, feelings that are an integral part of the human experience. Lewis once highlighted that pain can lead to profound growth. He noted, "God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. Embracing our discomfort allows us to connect more deeply with ourselves and others. Rather than shying away from feelings of unease, we learn to sit with them, transforming them into valuable insights that guide our decisions. This introspective journey not only enhances our understanding of ourselves, but also enriches our interactions with the world around us." In the pursuit of authenticity, we become more attuned to our intuition, those subtle whispers of wisdom that often hold crucial guidance. By trusting our instincts and allowing them to inform our choices, we align ourselves more closely with our true purpose. What if you allowed your inner voice to lead you rather than external pressures? As you continue to explore your inner landscape, remember that the path towards self-awareness is not linear. It is a lifelong journey filled with revelations and growth. Embrace this journey, for it holds the key to unlocking a more fulfilling and authentic life. In the hustle of everyday life, many of us find ourselves merely coasting along, making choices that reflect societal expectations rather than the true desires of our hearts. This journey can lead to a profound sense of emptiness as we chase dreams that seem to sparkle from afar yet fail to align with our authentic selves. Have you ever paused to consider why certain goals resonate so deeply while others leave you feeling hollow? C.S. Lewis, in his insightful reflections, reminds us that you can make anything by writing. This powerful truth highlights our capacity to shape our narratives, encouraging us to craft a life that genuinely reflects our inner selves rather than simply following a prescribed path. The first step toward making meaningful choices is to nurture a sincere relationship with yourself. This process involves dedicating time to introspection, allowing for moments of reflection that lead to genuine self-discovery. What patterns do you notice in your life? What strengths have you yet to acknowledge, and what areas need nurturing? Engaging with these questions can illuminate the aspects of your identity that yearn for recognition. In a world often filled with noise and distraction, finding quiet moments to connect with your thoughts is essential for understanding your motivations. Mindfulness serves as a profound tool for enhancing self-awareness. Through the practice of observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment, you begin to uncover the underlying beliefs that shape your experiences. Are there moments when fear or the desire to please others dictate your choices? By recognizing these influences, you can start to align more closely with your true values and desires. Lewis spoke about the importance of introspection when he wrote, "The great thing to remember is that, though our feelings come and go, God's love for us does not." This poignant reminder invites us to separate our fluctuating emotions from the steadfast love that grounds us. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in this journey of self-discovery. It empowers us to acknowledge and manage our feelings while fostering empathy for others. When we ignore our emotions or react impulsively, we often make choices that may offer immediate satisfaction but ultimately lead to long-term dissatisfaction. Can you recall a time when a hasty decision brought regret? By cultivating emotional intelligence, we equip ourselves to navigate discomfort, uncertainty, and vulnerability, feelings that are an integral part of the human experience. Lewis once highlighted that pain can lead to profound growth. He noted, "God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains." Embracing our discomfort allows us to connect more deeply with ourselves and others. Rather than shying away from feelings of unease, we learn to sit with them, transforming them into valuable insights that guide our decisions. This introspective journey not only enhances our understanding of ourselves, but also enriches our interactions with the world around us. In the pursuit of authenticity, we become more attuned to our intuition, those subtle whispers of wisdom that often hold crucial guidance. By trusting our instincts and allowing them to inform our choices, we align ourselves more closely with our true purpose. What if you allowed your inner voice to lead you rather than external pressures? As you continue to explore your inner landscape, remember that the path towards self-awareness is not linear. It is a lifelong journey filled with revelations and growth. Embrace this journey, for it holds the key to unlocking a more fulfilling and authentic life. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, where we often find ourselves racing towards success, reminds us that you can make anything by writing, suggesting that our lives, much like a narrative, can be rewritten if we have the courage to reassess our choices and redefine our paths. Are you merely following a script written by others? Or are you crafting your own unique story? As we navigate this achievement-driven culture, where financial gain and social status often overshadow personal fulfillment, it is crucial to pause and ponder what truly matters to us. Do you feel that the accolades you pursue resonate with your inner self? Many of us inherit values from our families, communities, or societal norms, but how often do we question whether these inherited beliefs genuinely reflect our authentic selves? Lewis encourages introspection, inviting us to explore the depths of our souls rather than conforming to societal expectations. In doing so, we can honor our unique journeys and desires, allowing ourselves the grace to grow at our own pace. Taking the time to reflect on our values is not merely a fleeting exercise, but a lifelong practice of self-discovery. With every chapter of our lives, our values may evolve. Have you considered how your understanding of fulfillment and joy has changed over time? One profound way to clarify your values is to envision yourself at the end of your life, reflecting on the legacy you leave behind. What virtues and principles do you wish to be remembered for? In the spirit of Lewis's philosophy, we must ask ourselves what moments and relationships brought genuine meaning to our lives. Are there regrets that we wish to navigate around, guiding our choices today? To aid in this journey of self-discovery, consider crafting a list of your top values and ranking them. What conflicts arise when you juxtapose these values against one another? For instance, if financial stability and creative expression both call to your heart, how will you navigate these seemingly opposing paths in your professional life? Moreover, identifying the pivotal roles in your life, be it family, health, career, or community, can guide your resource allocation, ensuring that your time and energy align with your true priorities. What are the non-negotiables that you will protect against the tides of competing demands? Ultimately, the journey of realignment begins with intentionality. By consciously reflecting on our values, we can live authentically, forging a path that resonates with our innermost selves. Just as C.S. Lewis illuminates the transformative power of narratives, let us rewrite our life stories in alignment with our deepest convictions and desires, cultivating a life of purpose, fulfillment, and profound meaning. In the journey of life, we often find ourselves standing at a crossroads, grappling with the delicate balance of our values and priorities. It's not uncommon for these core beliefs to clash with one another or with those of the people around us. When such conflicts arise, we are called to engage in sincere communication and boundary setting, much like C.S. Lewis illustrated in his writings about the complexities of human nature. He once observed, "What you see and what you hear depends a great deal on where you are standing. It also depends on what sort of person you are." This profound insight urges us to reflect on our own positions and the inner turmoil that often accompanies our choices. Have you ever felt torn between the expectations of others and your personal convictions? The struggle to uphold what truly matters to us can lead to difficult trade-offs, forcing us to say no to certain opportunities that may seem appealing on the surface but conflict with our deeper values. In this context, the journey of self-discovery becomes vital. By clarifying what we stand for, we can create a personal compass, a guiding set of principles that enables us to navigate life's uncertainties with clarity and confidence. Moreover, it's essential to remember that this journey is ongoing. Our values may evolve as we grow and encounter new experiences. Lewis, in his exploration of faith and reason, emphasized the importance of trusting ourselves as we seek to align our actions with our deepest convictions. When we remain true to what matters most, we inadvertently steer ourselves toward our highest purpose. In evaluating the options before us, it's crucial to ground ourselves in self-awareness, and a clear understanding of our priorities. This process requires us to weigh the pros and cons thoughtfully, considering potential outcomes while avoiding the trap of analysis paralysis where we become so engrossed in deliberation that we fail to act. Instead, let us approach decision-making with both caution and faith, knowing that no amount of preparation can completely eliminate uncertainty or guarantee flawless results. So, as you reflect on your values and priorities, ask yourself, how can I align my decisions with what truly matters? What steps can I take to ensure that my choices resonate with my core beliefs? Embrace this journey as a testament to your growth, and trust that by staying true to yourself, you are not only carving a path for your life, but also enriching the lives of those around you. Ultimately, remember that the essence of our decisions lies not just in the outcomes, but in the integrity of our choices, leading us toward a more authentic and meaningful existence. Navigating the complexities of decision-making can often feel overwhelming, especially when the lure of immediate gratification tempts us to sidestep our deeper values and aspirations. In moments of uncertainty, it's easy to take the path of least resistance, succumbing to the comfort of familiarity while neglecting the long-term repercussions of our choices. Fear, anxiety, and self-doubt can become formidable barriers, obscuring our judgment and preventing us from embracing the courageous, authentic actions that lead to true fulfillment. As we grapple with these inner conflicts, we might reflect on the wisdom of C.S. Lewis, who once articulated, "Courage, dear heart," reminding us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. What if we viewed our choices through the lens of authenticity and purpose, rather than the fleeting allure of ease? It becomes vital to adopt a structured approach to evaluate our options thoughtfully. Consider crafting a comprehensive list of available paths and scrutinizing each one against core criteria that resonate with your values and long-term goals. How does each choice align with your true self? Are you considering the potential benefits and consequences, both immediate and distant? It is essential to assess the feasibility of each option, weighing the resources at your disposal against the challenges ahead. This process encourages a more grounded perspective, allowing us to identify any biases or limiting beliefs that might distort our view. Lewis often emphasized the importance of seeking truth and understanding through communal wisdom. Could sharing your decision-making process with trusted friends or mentors provide fresh insights that challenge your preconceived notions? Engaging in dialogue can unveil new dimensions of your choices, helping to dispel the fog of doubt. Additionally, as you contemplate each potential outcome, take a moment to visualize your future self living within those scenarios. How does your body respond to each path? Does one resonate with a sense of peace and exhilaration, while another feels burdensome and constricted? By tuning into these visceral experiences, you can gain clarity on which choices not only energize you but also align with your deepest values and aspirations. The journey of decision-making is not merely a practical exercise, it's a profound exploration of the self. In doing so, we become more attuned to our authentic selves, learning to discern the whispers of our hearts amidst the clamor of external pressures and fears. What steps can you take today to ensure that your decisions reflect the essence of who you are? In this way, we can cultivate a path that honors our true nature, ultimately leading to a life imbued with purpose and joy, guided by the steady hand of faith. In our journey through life, we often encounter the temptation to make decisions driven by immediate pleasure or the desire to evade discomfort. This inclination can lead us to select the path of least resistance, disregarding the long-term consequences that may diverge from our core values and aspirations. C.S. Lewis astutely noted, "Courage, dear heart," reminding us that true bravery lies in confronting our fears rather than succumbing to them. How often do we allow fear and self-doubt to obscure our judgment, trapping us in a cycle of hesitation? The inner turmoil created by these emotions can paralyze us, hindering authentic action and preventing us from pursuing a life of purpose. To navigate these treacherous waters, we must develop a structured approach to evaluate our choices effectively. One powerful method involves creating a comprehensive list of potential paths and examining each one through the lens of our values and priorities. Are our decisions aligned with who we aspire to be? What are the implications of our choices, both in the short term and the long run? We should also consider the practicality of each option, weighing the resources at our disposal against the potential risks involved. When we think of the worst-case scenarios, does fear dictate our choices, or do we embrace the possibilities for growth and resilience? As we sift through our options, self-awareness is key. Are we recognizing biases or limiting beliefs that may cloud our vision? Lewis eloquently expressed the idea that you can make anything by writing, which applies to our choices as well. Each decision is a stroke on the canvas of our lives. We can craft our narrative through intentionality and reflection. Consulting trusted friends or mentors can further illuminate our perspective, providing valuable insights that challenge our assumptions. Visualizing the outcomes of each choice can be transformative. Close your eyes and imagine stepping into the life that each decision could create. What emotions arise? Are there moments of joy, fulfillment, or perhaps regret? How does your heart respond to each scenario? By deeply connecting with these feelings, we can discern which path resonates with our authentic selves. Does one direction feel invigorating and expansive, while another feels constrictive and draining? These insights can guide us toward choices that align with our true nature and purpose. Ultimately, the process of decision-making is not merely about choosing a direction, it's about understanding the journey of self-discovery that accompanies our choices. As we engage with our inner landscape, let us remember that our decisions shape not just our lives but also our character and spiritual growth. By embracing the complexity of our emotions and inviting God into our decision-making process, we can move forward with courage and clarity, transforming potential pitfalls into stepping stones toward a life of authentic fulfillment. How will you choose to shape your narrative today? Trusting the journey, embracing uncertainty, and surrendering control. In the intricate dance of life, we often find ourselves at a crossroads, faced with decisions that demand not only our intellect but also our spirit. As C.S. Lewis poignantly observed, you can make anything by writing. A reminder that our choices, like the narratives we craft, can lead us to unforeseen destinations. But how do we cultivate the courage to embrace the unknown, especially when the weight of uncertainty bears down on us? At the heart of decision-making lies the delicate balance of self-awareness and the clarity of our values. Yet even the most meticulous plans cannot shield us from life's inherent unpredictability. When we engage in deep introspection and align our choices with our core values, a pivotal moment emerges: the moment of surrender. This is where true trust is forged, an act of faith that transcends our need for control. Can we allow ourselves to leap into the unknown? Despite the fear that grips our hearts, it is natural to wrestle with anxiety, to envision countless scenarios that highlight potential pitfalls. Lewis, in his reflections on suffering, reminds us that God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. This insight suggests that our moments of uncertainty can lead us to profound revelations about our inner selves. As we navigate these challenging waters, we must recognize that the quest for certainty often leads to paralysis. How many opportunities have we missed because we were trapped in a cycle of overthinking and doubt? To cultivate trust, we must embrace the idea that the journey itself, replete with its trials and triumphs, is where growth truly occurs. Can we shift our focus from the specific outcomes we desire to the richness of the experience itself? Letting go of our attachment to a predetermined path allows us to engage fully in the present moment. As we embrace each twist and turn, we can discover hidden strengths and insights that enrich our understanding of ourselves and our purpose. Lewis eloquently encapsulated this idea when he said, "You're never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." The journey of self-discovery is ongoing, and with each step taken in trust, we align ourselves more closely with the inherent goodness of our path, even when shrouded in uncertainty. In this process of letting go, we must nurture a deep sense of faith, not only in ourselves but in the greater tapestry of life that is unfolding before us. Trusting in the wisdom of the universe and the guidance of divine providence allows us to find peace amid chaos. How can we invite this trust into our hearts, letting it dissolve our fears? As we learn to relinquish control, we open ourselves to the beauty of possibility, transforming our anxiety into an exploration of faith. Ultimately, the journey of cultivating trust is about recognizing that every decision is a stepping stone on a broader path of growth, learning, and self-discovery. So, I invite you to reflect: what fears are you holding on to that may be hindering your progress? What would it look like to release them and embrace the journey ahead? Through introspection and a willingness to trust, we can uncover the profound beauty that lies within the unknown, echoing Lewis's wisdom that our lives are stories waiting to be written with faith and courage. In our journey of faith, nurturing trust often begins with the profound practice of surrender, a conscious act of relinquishing our tight hold on control and embracing the natural flow of life. This idea of surrender is not synonymous with passivity or relinquishing our ambitions. Rather, it invites us to hold our dreams and aspirations lightly, maintaining an attitude of openness and adaptability. When we choose to surrender, we align ourselves with a truth that surpasses our understanding. We begin to recognize that there are divine forces at play, shaping our paths in ways we may not immediately comprehend. C.S. Lewis eloquently articulated this concept in his reflections on suffering and faith, suggesting that God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. This statement beckons us to reflect on our own experiences. How often do we resist the challenges and obstacles that life presents? Might these very trials be a part of a grander narrative of growth and transformation? When we embrace surrender, we cultivate the ability to find peace in the present, regardless of our circumstances. Instead of relentlessly chasing an uncertain future, we can learn to appreciate the here and now, recognizing it as a vital component of our spiritual evolution. This journey often teaches us that trust is a process, a continuous thread woven into the fabric of our lives. In moments of uncertainty, we must ask ourselves: what lessons can I uncover in this challenge? How can I shift my perspective to see setbacks as stepping stones rather than roadblocks? Moreover, practicing self-compassion plays an equally vital role in fostering trust. When faced with decisions that yield outcomes far from our expectations, the human tendency is to slip into a cycle of self-blame and regret. Yet, C.S. Lewis reminds us through his own struggles that self-criticism only adds layers of pain to our experiences. Instead of punishing ourselves for perceived failures, we can choose to extend kindness, understanding, and forgiveness to ourselves. It's essential to recognize that every choice we make stems from our best judgment, based on the knowledge and resources available to us at that moment. This reframing allows us to view mistakes as invaluable teachers, offering lessons that guide us toward growth and redirection. Reflecting on these experiences, we might ask ourselves: what might I learn from this situation? How can I transform my missteps into opportunities for spiritual enrichment? In this light, trust becomes not merely a destination but a journey, a pathway paved with self-discovery and divine guidance. Ultimately, through surrender and self-compassion, we open our hearts to the profound possibilities that await us, enabling us to navigate the complexities of life with grace and resilience. By acknowledging our struggles and embracing our humanity, we align ourselves with a greater purpose, drawing closer to the essence of who we are meant to be. In our pursuit of trust, we often find ourselves standing at the precipice of discomfort, staring into the unknown. It's here, in this moment of uncertainty, that true transformation can take root. Have you ever felt that gut-wrenching fear when faced with a decision that seems to defy logic and comfort? C.S. Lewis reminds us that courage, dear heart, is not the absence of fear but the triumph over it. This powerful insight beckons us to embrace the risks that lie ahead, for those are often the very choices that lead us to fulfillment and self-discovery. Imagine taking that leap into the unfamiliar. What if this leap brings forth the greatest version of yourself? By venturing outside our safe havens, we not only expand our boundaries but also enhance our ability to express who we truly are. Each step we take into the unknown helps cultivate resilience, which is like a muscle; it grows stronger with use. It's this willingness to confront discomfort that builds our capacity for genuine connection, creativity, and love. As we face fears and doubts, we must remind ourselves that cultivating trust is a lifelong journey. It's one filled with moments of vulnerability, where we learn to be patient with ourselves as we stumble and rise again. So, how do we navigate this intricate dance of trust and letting go? It's vital to remain anchored in self-compassion during this process. Are you giving yourself grace when faced with tough choices? Lewis spoke eloquently about surrendering to the greater narrative of life, which encourages us to relinquish the illusion of control. By doing so, we align ourselves with a sense of ease and flow, realizing that the universe has a wisdom of its own. When we trust in our innate abilities and the guidance that surrounds us, we can make decisions grounded in clarity and confidence rather than fear. As you traverse the highs and lows of decision-making, remember that each choice is a thread in the tapestry of your life. Cultivating trust allows you to weave a narrative of growth and discovery. Trust that even amidst the uncertainty, each step you take leads you closer to your true purpose. Have faith in your unique journey, for within you lies an unshakable resilience, a boundless spirit, and an infinite capacity for transformation. When you embrace this trust, you'll find that the right decisions reveal themselves, illuminating your path even in the darkest of times. In summary, trust is not just a destination, but a journey enriched with experiences that shape us. With each leap into the unknown, we uncover our true selves and embrace the adventure of life, allowing the wisdom of the universe to guide our way. As we conclude this journey into the intricacies of decision-making, I invite you to reflect on a few vital insights that can profoundly impact your choices and their alignment with your true self. C.S. Lewis, a profound thinker and believer, once said, "You can make anything by writing." This statement beautifully illustrates the essence of our decisions. They shape the narrative of our lives. But have you ever pondered how your choices reflect your core values and desires? It's essential to understand that decision-making is not merely a logical process, but rather an art form, where trust in oneself and authenticity intertwine. Consider this: what does it mean to make a decision that resonates with your spirit? It is not about seeking a guaranteed path to happiness or success, for those are fleeting. Instead, it involves aligning your choices with what truly matters to you, your beliefs, passions, and priorities. Every decision is a brushstroke on the canvas of your existence, contributing to a larger picture that is uniquely yours. Each choice offers a chance to explore deeper aspects of yourself, to clarify what you hold dear. As Lewis reminds us, the more we let God take us over, the more truly ourselves we become. This profound truth speaks to the journey of self-discovery embedded in every decision we face. Embrace the adventure that comes with making choices, for they are stepping stones on the path of growth. Even when the outcomes do not align with your hopes, remember that each decision is an invaluable lesson, guiding you closer to your authentic self. What have you learned from the choices that didn't pan out as expected? Each misstep carries wisdom, nudging you toward clarity and a more profound understanding of your desires. In the tapestry of life, the threads of both right and wrong choices weave together to create a unique story. Trust that every path, even those that seem misguided, is leading you closer to your highest purpose. Are you ready to embrace this journey and trust in the unfolding of your narrative? Let each decision empower you as you align more deeply with your values and continue to grow